Hello guys, welcome to another process video. This is Grace and this is going to be number 67 for me, and it's entitled Oh Hi Dad. And these are just some of those papers that I'm going to be using. I'm using two 4x6 pictures, and this is from Father's Day of 2012. I'm starting off with my what I call my white cardstock, which is actually the back side of a pattern paper. I got a pack of that into a Tuesday morning, and for like I want to say like $2 or less than that, and there was like 25 in there. And I love using the back side of pattern papers because I know they're acid free, but at the same time it helps me to use up my stash. This is layout number 7, I believe, from my homemade scrapbook kit that I had put together for September. And so as you can kind of notice, I am using bits and pieces of paper that is left over from the previous layouts that I've created. I'm using that text black paper, and I tore up the edges of it so I'll have some accent, and I'm just going to be layering that up behind the green paper, which I believe is from GCD Studios. This paper, this strip of paper, is from We Are Memory Keepers. Jet Set, I think, is the name of the collection that it's from. And this is also going to be entered into a challenge. The challenge was to use two pictures with the color scheme black and white and green. So I like the idea of using the green with the neutral colors because I rarely use green for my layouts. I mean, I use it, but it's not like the focal color of my pages. So I like to enter those challenges that would help me to get out of my comfort zone. And the thing that I was pointing out to you earlier, I don't know if you noticed, was that I was moving that cut apart sheet that said "Oh Hi Dad" and also the Project Life card down a little bit to cover up the background. I don't like too much background in my pictures. Unfortunately, when I shot this, it was Father's Day, and we were just like, let's take a picture of this before we go to church and with all of your Father's Day gifts. So I mean, we take pictures every day, so we don't really pay attention to backgrounds and all that stuff because this is an everyday picture. But at the same time, I just don't like the idea of having too many colors in the background. So to remedy that, I am going to cover it up with my elements there. And I wanted to use this frame. It's kind of a resin frame, and it's from Freckled Fawn. And I was going to use that up over into the top to cover up some of the things on the back of my husband's picture, but it was just looking, my page will look too top heavy. And so I'm just trying to see what else. And that Be Happy was punched out from another cut apart sheet, and I used the cut apart or the rest of that sheet onto another layout, a previous layout. And then I'm just basically using the sentiment, and I decided to matte my picture, and I also trimmed down that 4x6 just to get rid of some more of that um, excess items or the background on the picture. That's what I'm trying to say. And I really like the word "oh hi" because it seems kind of trendy and hip, and so my husband is still very trendy and hip, and so I decided to use that. And then I'm going to add the word "dad" just to put a focus on my husband, and also that this is his day, Father's Day. And then I know that the challenge was to use black and white and green, but I couldn't help but add this brown cardstock as my foundation because of all the brown in the background of my pictures. I felt like, well, first of all, I'm the kind of person that I like to ground my papers onto a pattern paper, so I like to frame it. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that this is kind of like my go-to design as far as the background is concerned. And so I wanted to do that. That's why I did the brown cardstock, but at the same time I wanted to coordinate it with the browns in my photo. So here I am, I'm just committing to all of my elements and adding them one by one with my ATG gun. And that polka dot paper, the white and black polka dot paper, is from Simple Stories, and I'm going to be adding that on the center of my layout. I don't usually do vertical papers on the center, so I decided to do that here just to kind of be different from all the rest of my layouts. I try to kind of vary my layouts, and that's another reason why I love challenges, is because it think helps me to think of the design in a different way than what I normally would do. As you see, I pulled out my glue dots multi-purpose or stitch square adhesive, I think that's what it's called. And it's actually brand new to glue dots because I ran out of my ATG gun adhesive, and so I'm just going to be using that instead. Right now, you know, with my baby, it's hard for me to find time to scrapbook, and so a lot of my pages that I've been doing lately are all 30 minutes or less. Takes me 30 minutes or less to get done, and so when my adhesive runs out, I just grab a new one and don't even bother of refilling it, just because it takes time, and I want to be able to be efficient in when I'm creating, because who knows when I will be able to have another chance to create, because right now my baby doesn't have a set amount, a set time when he naps. I mean, he still naps during the day, thank goodness, but it's not very consistent. So my video, or when I was videotaping it, my battery ran out, but here are some of the details of my shot. I did add that Be Happy to the left, and I added some green American Crafts twine just to add some more texture, and then some stamping. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.